and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus.
Hey, Kevin.
It's a terrific story. David, thank you. Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the small forward position. And for the Spurs, Aldridge out there with Trey Lyles. Then there's DeJounte Murray. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Forbes in at the shooting guard. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2 and you're 7'2, I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
Now, here is Gallinari. Clock at 6. No good with the triple. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Here's Forbes. Drops it in from 14 feet away.
No surprise that Forbes pulls up there. At this stage, he has more confidence in the jumper than his ability to finish in close.
Here's Dort. Adams' shot is good. And San Antonio has possession. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Paul with the ball. Now guarded by DeRozan.
Yeah, 3 for 4 now. I like the pace for them on offense.
A couple years ago, after making all-rookie second team, we knew Gilgeous-Alexander was good. But, Greg, last season he went from good to great.
I mean, how about almost doubling his scoring average? Became a tremendous rebounder out of the backcourt. He gives you assists and picks up steals as well. Once he gains more strength, this guy could be a perennial all-star.
Here's Paul, following the score by DeMar DeRozan. Paul passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
They have really found a rhythm here early. 4 for 5 to start this game.
Murray, the pass to DeRozan. The 10-footer. And that one goes long. The Thunder with the lead. And here's the fast break. Gallinari leading the way. And Paul with the basket on the assist from Gallinari. Paul's got 6.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
And Paul over to help. Outside DeRozan. Back to Murray. Pass to Aldridge. 3 on the clock. Lets it go from the wing. A shot off that time.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
And he finishes nicely on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second basket.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Outside for Murray. Pass to Aldridge. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Defensive breakdown. Murray attracts attention as a scorer, which opens up everything else.
Paul dishes to Gallinari. Back to Paul. Here's Dort. DeRozan defending. Paul passes to Adams. Here's Dort. Back to Adams. Got a piece of it. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Rudy Gay's checked in for Trey Lyles. Bellinelli comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Whitey's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. Now here's Mills. Here's Aldridge. Good on the baseline J. Aldridge has got his second bucket tonight.
The rare big who can kill you from anywhere and everywhere. Aldridge, a tough guy to game plan against.
Walker kicks to Noel. Stolen by Gay. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's White. It's good. This game is all even.
And it almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
The pass to Noel. Here's Ferguson. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Mills dishes to Gay. 1 second left. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Oklahoma City out in front, leading by just. Well, recently, Chris Paul talked about adding some.
It sounds so generic to say we have fun.
Yeah, from what we've seen, Greg, these guys naturally get along.
And you add in the guiding hand of Chris Paul. This team can beat anyone on any night because they're so connected.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
They've got Bellinelli, Jakob Poeltl up there with Rudy Gay. Then it's White, and it's Walker in at the 2. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. Out to the right wing. And here is Noel. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Diallo, he gets it in there. Diallo's got the lead up to 6 now for the Thunder.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Gay inside. He's covered by Muscala. Walker the pass to Gay. Kicks to Poeltl. Shot clock at 5. Rebound by Muscala. Oklahoma City leading by 6. It's Noel, high post. And Noel throws it down.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Poeltl, the pass to Gay. Over Noel. San Antonio again missing. For Oklahoma City, they've gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Diallo kicks to Ferguson. Back to Diallo. And Walker with a clear path to the hoop.
As a defender, White is disruptive with his length and does a good job of forcing turnovers.
Now here's Diallo, guarded by Walker. Now here's Bellinelli. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Walker dishes to Poeltl. And the rejection by Noel. But they recover it. Back to Walker. Inside, here's Poeltl. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
Really nice work. Poeltl going to town on the weak defense down in the paint.
Well, a look at Lonnie Walker, the 18th pick in that 2018 draft. He's being brought along slowly as the team loves his potential, but he has a lot to smooth out with his game.
And some changes here for the Spurs. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Bellinelli. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Derek White. The Thunder also changing it up. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Gallinari comes in for Mike Muscala. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Diallo. Here's Murray. The jump hook. And it's finished off inside by Poeltl. Greg, you talk about the upside with Lonnie Walker. This team loves his athleticism.
You know, not the typical Spurs-type player we've seen targeted in the past. An athletic maniac who can fly end to end. The polish to his game will come. It's just going to take some time.
DeRozan scanning the floor. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Here's Gallinari, and Gallinari throws it down.
He's showing his all-around game. Gallinari doesn't get to the rim that much, but has the size to do damage once he's there.
To the middle. Out to DeRozan. Back to Pirtle, the 11-footer. Almost, but it rolls out.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
Here's Ferguson. Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam. Murray against Schroeder. Pirtle kicks to Murray. It's stolen by Schroeder. Adams with it. Gay picks him up defensively. And stolen by Gay. Here's Walker. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Walker's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Up top, Adams, defended by Pirtle. Walker against Gilgeous-Alexander.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
And so it's Oklahoma City.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. A competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. At the end of the period, they were up. And that...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Chris Paul, what a contribution.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
So the Thunder 5 right now. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3. Greg, is a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
And a fast break now for the Spurs. Lyles passes to DeRozan. And a missed layup.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Passes it to Dort. Fires the 3. A rebound by the Spurs. Fast break, here we go. Murray with it. He's picked up by Paul. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from LaMarcus Aldridge.
Great balance and body control for a big. Aldridge powers through some pretty good defense there.
In one area, I don't think DeRozan gets enough credit. Shot creation. If this guy wants to get a decent look, he is more often than not going to get it.
Greg, the reason why he has a great combination of speed and strength. DeMar DeRozan is comfortable pulling up on a drive or going all the way to the rack. You don't put up the numbers DeRozan has in his career without being elite at shot creation.
And that basket is going to count. Goaltend. And here we go. Coach's challenge on that goaltending call. The coach didn't think the call was correct.
And with this type of goaltending review process, one thing to keep in mind is that the rule states, quote, in order to overturn the event as called on the floor, there must be clear and conclusive visual evidence that the call was incorrect.
And so, Greg, if via replay there is any level of ambiguity, it makes sense that the original ruling would stay. But in that event, The coach has used up his one and only coach's challenge for the game. So, as you can tell, a lot riding on when you choose to use it. And so the decision is in. NBA Replay Center has ruled, guys. The call stands on the goaltend.
And maybe the only downside is that you use up your one coach's challenge for the game. So if anything happens beyond this point, you might wish you had that back. Smart not to take any chances and give it another look on the replay. That's such a valuable safety net for the officials to have.
Here's Lyles. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Now just a 3-point Thunder lead.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Here's Paul. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Pass to Lyles. To the inside. And stolen by Noel. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City.
Chris Paul is just a master of drawing contact on shots.
And, you know, we talk a lot about Paul as a leader on and off the court. Was elected president of the Players Association back in 2013, re-elected for a 4-year term in 2017. People simply trust his point of view. And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Mills dishes to Bellinelli. Back to Mills. Pass to White. Now Bellinelli. Mills in the corner over Paul. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And some changes here for the Spurs. Acapurdo comes in for Lyles. And Rudy Gay is subbed in for Bellinelli. Terrence Ferguson's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Chris Paul. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a 3-point play. Lonnie Walker, he's checked in for Patty Mills. The Thunder shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Well, we know for Chris Paul, Greg, it's nothing new to lead, but on Oklahoma City last year, he had to do it without being surrounded by superstars.
You know, that's okay. Paul's a guy who wants to set the table. You have to have the ball to do that, and he's at his best when directing traffic and making his teammates better.
Schroeder passes to Noel. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Noel's got the lead up to 10 now for Oklahoma City. Outside, Walker. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Pirtle inside. Noel on him. Lays it up off the glass. Pirtle's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. The Thunder leading by 8. The pass to Ferguson. Inside. He's looking for Noel and finds him. And Pirtle sends it back.
Gotta love the shot blocking ability of Pirtle. Wonderful timing right there.
Shot's good by Walker.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
And it's Schroeder missing. For San Antonio, they've gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the 3rd. It's deflected. Shoots from 8, and Walker finishes it off. Now just a 4-point Thunder lead. Schroeder with the ball. He dishes it to Noel. The 3rd quarter comes to a close. Thunder lead by 4. Live from the 8. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the 4th quarter. On the court right now for the Spurs, Rudy Gay is out there with DeRozan. Then there's Pirtle. Then there's Murray. And it's Forbes in at the 2 guard. Murray, no good.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Ferguson kicks to Gallinari. Here's Ferguson. And stolen by Gay. And DeRozan. Here we go. And the layup's good off the glass.
Quick first step. This is why it's hard to stay in front of DeMar DeRozan.
60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. Out to Gallinari. Back to Schroeder. Gallinari outside. 6 on the shot clock. That one goes. Count it.
Even though Gallinari's not a high flyer, his height helps from mid-range.
Down low. Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
It's a tight contest. Those type of plays can fire up your team and swing momentum.
And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Marcus Aldridge has checked in for Jakob Poeltl, and Lyle subbed in for Rudy Gay. Murray surveying the D. Here is Forbes. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. That one drops for him. And now it's an 8-point Thunder lead.
And at this stage in Chris Paul's career, he relies on experience as much as athleticism in transition.
Miles passes to Murray. And taken away by Paul. Pass to Dort. Feeds it to Paul. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
What can you say about Chris that hasn't been said before? A two-way Hall of Fame talent.
And it's Murray penetrating. Lyles, and no good, trying to use the glass. The Thunder leading by 10. Adams outside. Back to Paul. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. Gallinari finds Paul. They get it back. Spurs trail by 10. Murray with it. Now defended by Adams. Murray the pass to DeRozan. He feeds it to Aldridge.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Thunder.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Chris Paul.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
Aldridge, no luck. Now Paul.
Yo, man up on CP.
The tray. It's hauled in by Lyles. Guys, no real chance for them to come back now.
Yeah, I think the focus has to be on their next game at this point.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
First free throw is good, and that brings them to within 10. And so Walker nails both of them. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Here's Burton. Back to Schroeder. Burton, the pass to Schroeder. On deep. The shot, no good. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. A solid win on the road. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. Traffic heading in and out of downtown. Alexander
Kevin, good evening.
knows it very well, D.A. Thank you so much. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. And it's Dort in at the small forward. And for Minnesota, we've got Beasley. He's out there with Russell. And it's Towns in at center. And Adams sends it back.
Boy, this guy is such a defensive stalwart. Steven Adams' size and timing. Send it back, Steven.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Minnesota with the ball. And Doris Malik Beasley, no stranger to the entertainment business. His parents and his grandfather are all accomplished actors.
Yes, but his father also played basketball professionally. Malik with so much talent. Now he's looking for his role to grow, and he's got the kind of heart and toughness to go make it happen.
Now here's Beasley.
Well, Steven Adams will make you think twice if you're coming near the cup. He will send it back.
Ball's knocked loose. And they're pushing it up. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
Beasley hits them both. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Thunder. Gallinari on the wing. Paul against Russell. The 11-footer, Paul with the buckets.
We've heard the term master of the mid-range. To Chris Paul, it's apropos.
It's tipped. Towns dishes to Russell. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Dort misses. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Hernan-Gomez kicks to Beasley, passes it to Okogie. Back to Hernan-Gomez. Timberwolves passing it around. Okogie, the pass to Russell, just 5 to shoot. And Adams sends it back, but they'll get another chance. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Paul looking around to the paint. Adams against Towns. Paul kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. Paul dishes to Adams. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
There is a persistence about Steven Adams. Quality defense will not deter this guy if he wants to score. Nice finish.
And the shot goes in.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Paul. He feeds it to Adams. Makes it off the glass. Adams has got his second bucket of the night. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There is no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation, or one of the best. And I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
They're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Great concentration through the contact. Gilgeous-Alexander, excellent focus.
Back to Russell. Deflects the pass, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Johnson, he's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Jake Lehman comes in for Josh Okogie. And Culver's subbed in for Russell. And Adams has got the ball here for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Paul. They now take the lead.
With repetition, you can see the court awareness of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander developing. This guy is going to be a problem as a passer.
Here's Beasley. Tries again. Pass to Lehman. Johnson kicks to Lehman. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. And here we go with Adams running it up the court. And the pass to Ferguson. And here is Paul. Jacks up a three. Buries the long-range jumper. Paul's got 7 points in the game.
Well, over the years, Chris Paul has been such an efficient three-point shooter. He stretches the floor. You've got to honor his ability to shoot it with range.
Pass to Ferguson. And here is Paul. He's got 7. The feed now to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
But if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Thunder out in front. They're up by 7. And recently, D'Angelo Russell, Greg, told us about some offseason.
Man, I picked a lot of people's brains, going.
Greg doing what he can do to reach that immense potential.
You know, the talent is there. There's never been a question about that, but you also have to be reliable and accountable, both to yourself and to your team. Sounds like that's becoming his focus.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Lehman. He's out there with James Johnson, and it's Reed in at the 5 down low. Here's Noel. Buries the jumper to finish the break.
You can see the vision and instincts of Jarrett Culver, able to spot the wide open man and hit him in rhythm.
Paul outside. Out left to the wing. To the inside. Feeds it to Noel. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 3. Here's Noel. Passes to Culver. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Paul with the steal. Oh, and here comes Schroeder all alone. Good work there as it goes. Schroeder's got his first basket.
Boy, not many players in the league who are going to be faster than Dennis Schroeder in the open floor.
Here's Culver. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And we know GA's shooting is a question mark for Jarrett Culver.
A long windup, a little hitch in his giddy up, and shoots it kind of on the way down. He's reworked his motion. I like the high release, but it's still a work in progress.
Juan Hernan Gomez, he's checked in for Minnesota. Russell comes in for Jake Lehman. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Diallo, he's checked in for Chris Paul. Ferguson, the pass to Noel. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Now, here is Hernan Gomez. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pass to Culver. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Mike Muscala. That is his first foul of the game. Okogie's checked in for Culver. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Dort's checked in. Reed misses.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Muscala finds Noel. Unloads from 13. 6 on the shot clock. Schroeder, his shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Russell left side. The pass to Reed. Here's Noel. To the middle. Hangs in the air. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Hernan Gomez.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Russell against Schroeder. Here's Noel. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Noel's got the lead back up to 9 now for Oklahoma City. It's Russell with the drive. And that one, good. Russell's got 6 points.
Boy, the speed of Russell can take you aback. This guy's so good at using it to take the defense apart on the drive.
And the Thunder with some changes. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Noel. Alinari comes in for Mike Muscala. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. He gets that one. And the Thunder lead by 9.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Kicks it to Beasley. So here's Gallinari. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves.
When Russell gets his teammates involved, it makes this entire team better, and it'll make him more effective at the point position.
Here's Dort. Back to Diallo. Pass to Dort. The dish to Adams. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one is on Towns.
And becoming more of a playmaker. Doris, I think that's where Adams made the most in terms of improvement last season.
The numbers would back that up, Greg, because he practically doubled his assist rate. The Thunder actually ran their offense through him a little bit more often, and the team shared the ball more as a whole. For Brad Stevens, he said OKC was one of his favorite teams to watch last season, and there were many people who felt the same way.
Jake Layman's checked in for Josh Okogie. Russell against Gilgeous-Alexander. Drops in the layup for 2. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 13 now for Oklahoma City. Russell feeling it out a bit. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. They get a hand on it. To the left side wing. Down low. Here's Diallo. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Oklahoma City riding a 15-point lead. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Oklahoma City has the edge here at halftime. They lead by 15. Kenny, what's your... And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We're seeing a tremendous game from Steven Adams.
Yeah, he's been nothing short of a wall at the rim so far in this one, single-handedly providing great rim protection.
If he is in the area, he's going to challenge your shot. He's going to block it, alter it. He's going to have an impact.
Taking a look at the Thunder. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the 3, the small forward.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you got to like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are three guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Gallinari passes to Adams. Beasley with the rebound.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Paul with the steal. Gilgeous-Alexander against Beasley. It's stolen by Hernangomez. Goes up, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
Minnesota making a switch here. Noel's checked in. And then for Oklahoma City, Nerlens Noel checks in for Steven Adams. Muscala comes in for Gallinari. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Chris Paul. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And it goes down 2 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Minnesota making some changes. Reed's checked in. And it's Johnson in for Juan Hernangomez. That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And once Schroeder was asked to name his favorite NBA city, I believe it surprised a lot of fans when he said Milwaukee.
That's right, Greg. But he cited the strong German culture there. Schroeder, of course, went straight from Germany to the NBA. He relied on his athleticism early on, but now he's seeing the game much better, plays under control, can lead the team. He has had a tremendous amount of growth.
Timberwolves trail by 20. Here's the lob to the hoop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noel.
That's a perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. Just misread that pass completely.
Layman, he's checked in for Minnesota. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Diallo, he's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's Reed. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Shooting for Minnesota.
The first free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Ferguson, the pass to Muscala. And he slams it one-handed.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Reed misses. The Thunder leading by 20. 1:58 left here in the third quarter. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Here's Ferguson. No points in the game yet for him. Muscala. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. Russell, he's checked in for Culver. And there's 1:45 left in the third. And it's Schroeder missing. Timberwolves shooting for the game at 42%. And Russell gets it to go. Russell's got 8.
Well, the quickness of D'Angelo Russell in transition really puts pressure on the defense.
Back to Diallo. Russell against Schroeder. Here's Noel. Another shot. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Back to Noel. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Boy, what's better than Nerlens Noel playing with force on the interior? What a big reason he's earned this trip to the line.
Minnesota making a switch here. Beasley's checked in. Timberwolves trail by 20. 1:04 left to play in the third. There's the three. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noel. And the Thunder making a switch here. Adams checked in. Here's Beasley. Got a piece of it.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Russell. And the layup falls. 10 points for him.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
Passes it to Dort. Here's Diallo. The offensive rebound. And Adams kicks to Diallo. Gallinari on the wing. He's guarded by Johnson. Up again. It's good on the putback.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Inside. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
And the slam dunk by Russell.
And this guy becoming more of a two-way threat. It's all about D'Angelo Russell's activity level. Really nice sequence right there.
From deep, Gallinari. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Big time shot to beat the buzzer there. My good.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Oklahoma City out in front, opening up a huge gap. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Russell is out there with Malik Beasley. Then it's James Johnson. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 3 spot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And it's Paul with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Gallinari in the corner. With the tip, and it's Adams on the follow. And the Thunder lead by 21.
So many NBA players will tell you Steven Adams is the strongest guy in the league, and he gets after it off the glass. That's the idea. You work the ball into that area. It's a sweet spot.
And that's a foul called on Malik Beasley. That's foul number 2 for him. Culver's checked in for Minnesota. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Gallinari dishes to Adams. Back to Gallinari. All sorts of time. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that.
Steven Adams will leave no doubt when he's near the cup.
Russell passes to Towns, and Adams sends it back, and he gets it back. Yep, that one goes in there.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
The Thunder leading by 17. Back to Adams. And the rejection by Towns.
Well, that play is so much about his reach and determination affecting the game defensively.
Culver in the corner. Gallinari with the steal. Paul passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City moving it around. Pass to Dortch. Here's Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Well, Steven Adams increasingly making himself a factor on the offensive end night after night.
Russell kicks to Hernan Gomez. Beasley right side. The pass to Hernan Gomez. Now, here is Russell. Just 5 on the clock. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
An aggressive pick-and-roll player is D'Angelo Russell, and you can see he's just starting to figure it all out, guys.
That's a 2 from Paul. Again, the Thunder score. Timberwolves trail by 21. Russell with the bucket. Russell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You have the sense that D'Angelo Russell likes to play through contact. This is a tough-minded player.
And Gallinari kicks to Paul. Gallinari passes to Adams. Gallinari against Hernan Gomez. That's a 2 from Paul. They grab their own miss. Adams. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Thunder.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Steven Adams.
Boy, this guy played with some swagger and intensity on the boards tonight, dominating the physical aspect of the game.
Here's Paul, and the rejection by Towns. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot, and Adams with the slam.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand. This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Paul passes to Adams. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander, covered by Beasley. Out to Gallinari. Lets it go with a 3. Adams, great positioning on the putback.
Boy, I love how hard Steven Adams works on the boards. Excellent timing for that putback.
Russell inside, and that falls. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the... David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
There was no mistaking the Thunder as they got off the bus. Only one and with Rick.
Hey, Kevin, thank you.
Thank you, D.A. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the small forward. And for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. Now here's Morant. Brooks finds Jackson. Tipped away and taken away by Paul. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Ooh, no layups right there for SGA up to the rim.
And Paul played in his 10th NBA All-Star game last year after having missed the event 3 years in a row.
And some of that could have been health, and then obviously some of it was fit with other teams, but this Thunder offense has really played to Chris Paul's strengths and working through a ton of options, sometimes playing deep into the shot clock. Again, highly efficient and one of the best mid-range players, and then working alongside Steven Adams. This has been a bit of a symphony here.
Here's Valanciunas, the Thunder making the shot. Jackson misses.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Adams dishes to Paul. Back to Adams. Lays it up and banks it in.
Great effort from Adams there. We know he has that size to take the contact, but determined on that play to get the points.
Jackson passes to Valanciunas. Gallinari with the steal. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Here's Paul. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Morant. To halt the run and finished off by Morant.
And, you know, we talk so much about Morant's athleticism, but his feel for the game equally as effective.
Here's Paul. Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now here's Brooks. 8-point game. Kicks to Valanciunas. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. The Thunder have gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. Paul passes to Adams. Kicks it out to Paul. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
Man, I love that list. You're right on.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Count that bucket.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Brooks kicks to Morant. And there's the feed to Jackson. Count that one.
You see the court awareness Morant has. Outstanding at keeping his teammates involved with good looks.
Now here's Paul. 6 points for him. Now the pass to Gallinari. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Brooks against Gilgeous-Alexander. Jackson passes to Brooks. Out to Morant. Passes it to Valanciunas. 5 to shoot. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And that is quintessential team basketball. Winslow recognizing one of his guys was wide open.
Paul with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. And Adams with the slam.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Brooks misses. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break chance. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. There's Gallinari with the 3. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Oklahoma City in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And if you're wondering whether players watch the standings,
One thing we have to do is stop comparing ourselves.
you know, Greg, he makes a great point. Even when you have mostly the same guys, every season is different.
And if you're a coach, it'll give you gray hairs trying to preach that to your players. Many guys don't believe it until they're in it and then have to dig themselves out of a hole.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Thunder, guys.
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
They couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
Brandon Clark is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Jones. And it's Melton in at the 2 spot. That's the group from Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Got a piece of it. Noel passes to Schroeder. It's tipped.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Oklahoma City leading by 8.
And one of the biggest surprises last year for Memphis, Brandon Clark, brought not only the energy, the rebounds, the block shots, he brought the three-point shooting.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, there were more rumors that the Grizzlies' ownership were exploring relocation. Now the lease at FedEx Forum runs through 2027, with substantial penalties for breaking it early. But playing in a small market with the financial challenges the league has seen of late, that wouldn't necessarily preclude a move someday down the road. Guys?
Hopefully they can stay put. Thanks, D.A. Muscala, the pass to Noel. Gets a hand on it. The second effort. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Nerlens Noel, since coming into the league, seemingly has fought an uphill battle to try to find a role on a team where he can consistently make key contributions. Let's hope it's now.
A player known for his athleticism, Clark's skill set may have been underappreciated by people in personnel.
Not only the long-range shooting, Clark showed up with a terrific floater, hit his free throws. He even started creating for others by the end of last year.
And Schroeder's got the ball here for the Thunder. Pass to Diallo. To the inside, Noel, and slam dunk by Noel.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Jones against Schroeder. Here's Clark. Kicks it out to Jones. Memphis moving that ball around. Clark dishes to Anderson. Back to Clark. And it's Clark slamming it down.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Schroeder passes to Noel. Jones against Schroeder. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Well, in the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie?
Oof. Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. Gallinari wide open from outside off the mark. The Grizzlies trail by 12. Brooks finds Jackson. Now Winslow. Morant outside. From about 16, and he connects with the jumper. Morant's got 6.
Because he's so shifty and controls the pace, Morant can kill you in that mid-range area.
Gallinari on the wing, covered by Winslow. And Gallinari kicks to Adams. The shot, no good. Nice D from Valanciunas. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Jackson dishes to Brooks. Pass to Morant. The 3. And it's Brooks that time on the assist by Morant. Brooks has got it back down to single digits for the Grizzlies. Thunder have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Gallinari outside. He feeds it to Adams. And there's the pass to Gallinari. Here's Adams. Nice D from Valanciunas.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
It's stolen by Adams. Gallinari finds Paul. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Chris Paul always in control. Even when he gets hit, he keeps his balance on the tough shot, and he gets to the and one.
The Thunder have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder going into the break with a 10-point lead. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see. Certain guys give their teams a lot more than the box score. Jack, Steven Adams is one. And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's been a clinic by Chris Paul.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Taking a look at the Thunder, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander, and here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Paul. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Brooks finds Valanciunas. Can't connect from the right block. The Thunder leading by 12. Right wing. Pass to Adams. Takes it from 10. And that's off the glass and in. 10 points for Steven Adams.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Morant against Paul. Valanciunas, good.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Kicks it out to Paul. There's the triple. Adams controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Adams has got the lead up to 14 now for the Thunder.
The motor right now for Steven Adams is humming on the glass, getting after it.
Brooks, the pass to Morant. Feeds to Valanciunas. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Valanciunas has got 8.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Now, John Morant says in an era of 5-star recruits, he was a no-star recruit coming out of high school. And that put that big chip on his shoulder. Now he has beneath no one tattooed on his arm. He says, my dad always told me that I was trained to go. Basically, that I'm built for the moment. And guys, his time is now.
Sure is, D.A. Thank you. Down low. Jackson finds Brooks. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Brooks has got his second bucket.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Good on the bucket.
Gallinari at that size can do a little bit of everything, and I like to see him dishing the rock.
And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. 9-point game. The dish to Valanciunas. Now the feed to Jackson. Out to Morant. Pass to Jackson. 5 on the clock, and the dunk by Jackson.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Oklahoma City leading by 7. Paul looking over the floor. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Stolen by Brooks. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. And foul on the shot. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The Grizzlies trail by 7. Brooks with it. Now guarded by Gallinari. Winslow, the pass to Jackson. Good. Jackson's got 6.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Adams down low. No good with the layup. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. It's the Thunder. They lead by 5. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. So on the floor for Memphis, Kyle Anderson is out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's Tyus Jones. And it's Gutterich in at the 3 slot.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Allen's checked in for the Grizzlies. Memphis on defense. They trail by 3. And that one's good. Schroeder.
Well, fighting through some defense right there. Schroeder showing some offensive confidence right now.
Jones against Schroeder. Jones, the pass to Melton. Back to Jones. To the paint. And it's Clark with the jam.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Here's Schroeder. Yep, that one goes. Schroeder's got 4 this quarter.
And Schroeder did not even have to think twice about that shot. This young man simply devours these chances inside.
Memphis moving that ball around. Allen for 3. Sinks the 3-pointer.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Out to the right wing. Ferguson, the pass to Noel. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Thunder lead by 4.
Great to have Noel active like that, proving how dangerous he can be on the inside.
Kicks to Jones. Here's Anderson. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, a structured, all-around strong game from Kyle Anderson. He's really smart and heady and a tough cover. So you'll wonder how much further he can improve his game.
Gallinari, he's checked in for Muscala. Stolen by Anderson. And it's Memphis on the break. Clark with it. Now guarded by Noel. And he comes up with the deuce.
And it's official. They have come all the way back. At one point, this thing seemed to be out of reach.
This is a testament to this team's fortitude, never giving up. Folks, we've got a new ball game.
Diallo the pass to Noel. It's Clark with the rebound. And Clark has got the ball here for Memphis. Allen drives in. The kick out to Anderson. Over in the corner, Allen. To the wing on the left. To take the lead. That one doesn't go. And the Thunder going the other way now. Diallo the pass to Gallinari. Noel with it. To the right side. Out to Gallinari. Clock is at 3. And it's Noel missing. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Right side, Jones. Dishes it to Clark. That puts them in the lead.
And the first thing I thought of, confidence from Clark. Knows his team needs a bucket and goes out and gets it.
To the middle. It's intercepted. Allen dishes to Clark. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. 1:32 left in the 4th quarter. Here's Diallo.
No, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Jackson with it. He's picked up by Paul. Morant outside. And he banks in the layup. Morant's got the lead up to 2 now for Memphis.
A huge shot from Morant. Wow, you see why they put the ball in his hands in those situations.
Paul passes to Adams. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. The putback, count it. A huge shot to tie it up.
How about Steven Adams coming through? Give him a chance.
Pass to Morant. To the inside. Winslow kicks to Jackson. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
That's a huge shot from Winslow. He shows no fear in taking and making that one.
Here's Adams. Good! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Morant reaches to Valanciunas. Morant passes to Brooks. Right side Jackson. Out to Brooks. Oh, wow. Unable to get a shot off in time, and they turn it over. A very unfortunate time there to pick up the shot clock violation. Paul outside. Oh, and he had a chance to win it right there, but couldn't get it to fall. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. And it's going to be the Grizzlies off the tip. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So for Oklahoma City right now, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Dort in at the 3, the small forward. And Paul gets it to go in. Paul's got it all tied up now for Oklahoma City. Memphis has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Valanciunas finds Morant. Jackson with it. Gallinari covering. Jackson looking around. Clock at 6. Over Gallinari. Jackson misses. Overtime still getting started here, just about a minute in. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Gallinari. Stolen by Brooks. Gilgeous-Alexander against Winslow. And good that time.
Oh, and when Winslow hits shots like that, it's a huge boost for this team.
The Thunder shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Right wing. Here's Dort, and the rejection by Valanciunas. One-on-one fast break. Winslow kicks to Valanciunas. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Tips it. Offensive rebound. Nice shot by Brooks.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Left side, Adams. To the wing right side. Gallinari against Jackson. Dort passes to Adams. He doesn't hit that one. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Brooks dishes to Jackson. Launches it. The rebound by Steven Adams. There's the pass to Dort. And the rejection by Jackson. Winslow, the pass to Morant. Back to Winslow. At the elbow, it's Jackson. And here's Brooks from outside. They get it back. Outside for Jackson. He dishes it to Brooks. Here's Morant. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
And that one misses.
The combination of scoring and passing at that PG position makes Morant valuable. An all-around player with a bright future.
Gilgeous-Alexander going to celebrate that one.
Morant passes to Valanciunas. Now here's Morant. His three-pointers off the mark. Misses. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. They escape. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Greg Anthony. And a look at the starters for San Antonio. DeRozan out there with Lyles. Then there's DeJounte Murray. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Forbes in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Thunder, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
Pass to DeRozan. It's Aldridge penetrating. The pass to Lyles. Just 5 to shoot. In the corner, it's Aldridge. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And Adams has got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Paul against Murray. Here's Adams. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Adams has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And the instincts from the veteran point guard. Chris Paul has tremendous feel for the game and for how to get his teammates the ball when they're open.
Here's the break. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on DeJounte Murray. The Thunder shooting their first free throws of the game.
And, you know, it seems like Paul is ageless. I mean, still sharp, still quick and fast, and one of the most active players on the floor at all times.
Greg, LaMarcus Aldridge taking more three-pointers last season, easily passing his career highs in attempts with almost 3 a game.
And Aldridge shot a very respectable percentage from outside. In order to play heavy minutes at the 4, you need to be able to shoot. Good to see Aldridge still adding new wrinkles to his game.
Inside, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's blocked.
Murray is tireless on the defensive end, and you don't want this guy guarding you because he's so pesky. What a rejection.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Gallinari attacking. Here's Adams. Back to Gallinari. Here's the 3. The Thunder with another miss. Here's San Antonio now. Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them. Here's DeRozan. It's hauled in by Adams. Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Adams. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And nothing seems to faze Adams, even when you get physical with him.
Here is Forbes. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Here's Aldridge. With the tip, the rebound by Steven Adams. Thunder have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Dort misses. Spurs trail by 7. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
DeRozan finds Murray. Will it go? And the layup is good.
Well, a nice room service feed from DeRozan. Couldn't get more wide open than that.
The Thunder shooting 43% since taking the floor today. Gallinari outside to the paint. And stolen by Aldridge. Lyles with it, now guarded by Gallinari. Here's Forbes, good on the 13-footer.
Boy, when it's coming off of Forbes' fingertips like this, guys, it is cash money. What a pure-looking stroke.
Paul looking around. Pass to Adams, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, so many people know your story, born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people you know has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
Simply got to love the way Noel finishes his dunks. I mean, so strong around the cup.
That one good for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Diallo. Down low, Ferguson, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
So it's San Antonio now. The Thunder making the shot. Back to Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Yeah, you know, Mills is one of those energizing players who does a little bit of everything, including finding his open teammates.
Passes it to Noel. Schroeder outside. That one, no good. Good work defensively by Gay. And stolen by Diallo. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Pass to Ferguson. Back to Schroeder. With 2 seconds left. Chalk up 2 there. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Oklahoma City?
They've pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So the Thunder 5 right now. Muscala is out there with Noel. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Diallo in at the shooting guard position. Spurs trail by 6. Here is Forbes. Murray outside. Here's Lyles. Good on the bucket. Lyles got his first points of the game.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear, it's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Second chance shot. Noel passes to Muscala. Back to Noel. Shot clock at 6. Now the pass to Diallo. Second shot opportunity. They get the rebound. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fella.
Here's Murray. And it's Noel with the rebound. The Thunder leading by 6. Back to Diallo. Schroeder against Murray. And that one's good. Schroeder's got 6 points.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Murray dishes to Aldridge. That one goes in.
Boy, you've got Murray running the pick and roll. The timing is going to be right on time every time.
Pass to Ferguson. Back to Schroeder. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Aldridge kicks to Forbes. Passes it to Lyles. To the paint. Here's Aldridge. And it's good. 2 points. Aldridge has got 6 here in this quarter.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Out to the right wing. Muscala finds Schroeder. Now Noel. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Noel's got the lead up to 8 now for the Thunder. Here is Forbes. He's guarded by Diallo. Here's Murray. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Craig, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now, as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but You know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Dort passes to Adams. Gallinari surveying the D, and looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Get there. Paul against Murray. Dishes to White. Not going to go that time. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. 56 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And stolen by Murray. And the Spurs pushing it up now. It's stolen by Adams. Gallinari down low. Makes it off the glass. And the Thunder lead by 10.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
The defense has to be smarter in how they guard Aldridge. He's very creative on offense.
It's his first trip to the line. He hits both from the stripe.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
Pass to Wiles. There's the feed to Aldridge. Score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed one of his 5 shots tonight.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
The shot by Paul, no good. From deep three-point range, and no good in the last second attempt this time. And so it's the
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Oklahoma City has the edge here at halftime. They have an 8-point lead. And big fella. And that'll do it.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. We're seeing a tremendous game from LaMarcus Aldridge.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. We've got DeRozan. Aldridge out there with Trey Lyons. Then there's Murray. And it's Forbes in at the 2. And they're on the break.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg, believe me. But confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself.
Well, he couldn't help himself, couldn't resist. That really was a spectacular play.
And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And Adams kicks to Paul. And the layup's good off the glass. And now it's a 12-point Oklahoma City lead.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
The Thunder shoot has been just outrageous, 64% from the field to this point. Oklahoma City moving it around. And Adams now top of the key. And Adams with the slam.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Poked loose. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break. Gallinari finds Paul. Banked in off the glass. Paul's got 7.
Well, that's 3 of their last 5 baskets in transition.
Spurs trail by 16. Murray outside. Aldridge down low. Adams on him. To the inside. Gallinari with the steal. Paul passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. There's the dish to Adams. That's no good, but just his first miss in 5 shots. And the pass to Lyles. Aldridge trying to break free. Shots good by Lyles.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Adams, and a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 4th assist in this one. Spurs trail by 16. Here's Aldridge. That one's not going to go. Adams, some nice D. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. And Paul gets it to go in.
You cannot underestimate Chris Paul's ability to finish through contact just because he's small. I mean, he's as tough as they come.
Murray kicks to Forbes. Stolen. Now here's Paul. 9 points in the game so far. For the 3. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Here's Murray. San Antonio again missing. And the Thunder pushing it up now. And first time of the game called for Oklahoma City.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. And some changes here for the Spurs. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. To the left wing. Pass to Ferguson. Inside. Here's Noel. He kicks to Muscala. 6 on the shot clock. And slam dunk by Noel.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Mills dishes to White. Here's Pirtle. No good, unable to end this run. Oklahoma City leading by 23. And Rudy Gay picks up the foul. That's his first foul. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the third. Schroeder with the ball. 8 points for him. Shot clock at 5. Passes to Noel. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Noel's got 4 points this quarter.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Mills passes to Pirtle. And the rejection by Noel.
Man, you can just see Noel's eyes light up when a shooter attempts these shots. He's so forceful and determined in his denial.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down.
A big-time effort for Chris Paul, providing a lot of energy for Oklahoma City. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with them. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Diallo out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Noel. Then it's Mike Muscala. And it's Nader in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Schroeder passes to Muscala. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Schroeder finds Muscala. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble from 3 and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Baisley's checked in. The Spurs also with the sub. Zeller, he's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Medu passes to Walker. To the middle. Here's Zeller. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Zeller's got his first bucket in this one.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Now here's Schroeder, guarded closely. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Mike Muscala. That is his first foul of the game. Adams, he's checked in for Muscala. We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. Mills dishes to Bellinelli. Kicks it to Walker. That's tipped.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Nader the pass to Adams. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, and the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
A nice shot by Zeller.
That's serving it up on the platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Schroeder kicks to Adams. Pass to Nader. Back to Adams. Releases. Got a piece of it. Now here's Mills. He's guarded by Schroeder. That one falls.
You know, Mills is not just a long-range gunner now. He can score on the move, too. Underestimate Mills at your own peril.
Schroeder outside. Mills with the steal. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Bellinelli's got the ball. It's tipped. They retain possession. They get it back. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line.
Bellinelli, a very intelligent guard who helps space the floor with his three-point shooting.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Gallinari dishes to Adams. Out to Gallinari. The pass to Baisley. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lays it up and banks it in.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Thunder.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Steven Adams.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot heat. Yeah, nice effort there in tracking down the long rebound.
Baisley passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. He dishes it to Adams. Pass to Baisley. He kicks to Adams. 6 to shoot, and the basket is good.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Walker goes in. Zeller finds Murray. Back to Zeller. The rebound by Steven Adams. And Adams has got the ball here for Oklahoma City. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Paul dishes to Adams. Paul passes to Baisley. Back to Paul. For 3. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. And let's...
Hey, Kevin.
He sure does. Fantastic, David. Thank you. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. D'Angelo Russell out there with Beasley. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the four-man position. And for Oklahoma City, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul. And it's Dort in at the small forward spot. Now here's Beasley. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Just 5 on the clock. The Thunder pull it in. Here's Dort. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Paul outside. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Outside, Russell. A second chance effort. Towns finds Russell. Some solid defense from Gallinari.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Adams, the bounce pass. Gallinari outside. To the paint. Oh, and the jam by Adams.
Boy, Steven Adams just plays with tremendous energy and aggression. Look out, Rim.
Deft touch on the alley-oop.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Gallinari passes to Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Well, Gallinari a scorer at heart, but how about the unselfishness? Perfectly sets up his open teammate.
And Doris, when you just look at the numbers the last 2 seasons, Gallinari has been playing like an all-star.
Now, Greg, you're talking about 20 points per game, 6 rebounds, a couple of assists, and he began to shoot a higher volume of threes, which obviously sometimes leads to a little bit less efficiency. But not for Gallinari. He's actually improved his accuracy from the three-point line.
Outside, Russell. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Doesn't go for him. And Adams kicks to Paul. Jacks up a three. Oklahoma City gets it back. Back to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Boy, the strength and the activity of Steven Adams makes him a force on the backboard.
Yes, that goes in.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
The Thunder leading by 4. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Feeds to Adams. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. James Johnson checked in for Malik Beasley. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Now, here is Hernan Gomez. Back to Russell. It's stolen by Schroeder. Here's the lob to Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Well, simply put it in the vicinity of Steven Adams, and his great hands makes that dunk look easy.
Out to the right wing. Back to Towns. Kicks it out to Johnson. He dishes it to Towns. The Thunder pull it in. Adams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Noel down low. Johnson's there. Back to Noel. No good that time. Great D that time from Johnson. Here's Russell. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, Towns showing himself to be a willing facilitator. If you're open, he's going to find you.
Diallo with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Now here's Diallo. Not a lot of room. Adams, the pass to Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Schroeder dishes to Adams. And Noel kicks to Diallo. Kicks it out to Schroeder. 5 to shoot. The pass to Noel. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Schroeder against Russell. It's stolen by Schroeder. And here again, the Thunder in transition. Up the court they go. Shot good by Diallo. Diallo's got his 2nd basket.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout. There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Steven Adams has been leading the charge for Oklahoma City. And for those of you just tuning in, the 2nd quarter of action is where we're at right now. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the 2nd quarter. On the court for Minnesota, they've got James Johnson, Culver out there with Lehman, and it's Noel in at the 2 spot. Noel, and the rejection by Noel.
This is a staple of his game. Nerlens Noel sends it back.
Ferguson's shot is good.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
And people talk a lot about Diallo's athleticism, but this guy also plays with a high motor.
You're right, Greg. He's always in attack mode. He runs the floor, willing to crash the boards. And defensively, this guy shows great lateral quickness, great tenacity, footwork. I get that he's raw, but the upside is absolutely there. Boy, tough to finish with contact from that range. Shows what a determined scorer Jarrett Culver is.
Diallo the pass to Muscala. Now here's Diallo. Back to Muscala. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Ferguson kicks to Noel. Down low. It's stolen. Culver with it. Inside. Pass to Noel. Here's Reed. He's covered by Muscala. The shot by Lehman, no good. The Thunder leading by 10. Pass to Diallo. There's the dish to Schroeder. Back to Diallo. To the inside. Up and in on the layup. Diallo's got 6 points.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Oh, and here comes Schroeder all alone. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Boy, not many players in the league who are going to be faster than Dennis Schroeder in the open floor.
Johnson right side. Here's Reed. It's hauled in by Diallo.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Ferguson, the pass to Noel. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys unless you were on the same team.
Beasley, the pass to Noel. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of this, and the first one drops. Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And the Timberwolves making a change here. And so he makes both from the line. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. All up top. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Paul's got the lead up to 14 now for the Thunder. Here's Noel. Gilgeous-Alexander covering.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
And he sinks the second.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
Paul outside. And Adams kicks to Gallinari. Back to Adams. Here's Dort. Misses the 3. Timberwolves trail by 13. Here's Russell. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Guys, just incredible concentration from the crafty guard. D'Angelo Russell, tough to stop.
Okogie's checked in for Minnesota.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
55 seconds left here in the second. Paul looking over the floor. 6 on the shot clock. And that one is good.
Well, you think because of his frame, it would be easy to knock Chris Paul off balance, but this guy has concentration and tenacity. Really good job keeping his focus.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Good on the shot.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance. Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. Dort passes to Adams. And stolen by Russell. Here's Okogie. Powered down with both hands.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And so it's the Oak.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. Steven Adams had no problems getting going. He had 12 points, 6 rebounds. And that's...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. We're seeing a tremendous game from Steven Adams.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
Oh, his power is unbelievable. An intimidating force when he's at his best.
Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Call out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in its small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Back to Adams. Kicks it out to Paul. Goes back up. And the layup falls. Paul's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Thunder.
Well, there's a level of physicality that all coaches can appreciate. Chris Paul doing work.
And Russell gets it to go.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Adams. And Adams with the slam.
There is no impeding the progress of the big, physical, tough Steven Adams.
Hernan Gomez passes to Towns, and Towns throws it down.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
And Doris, the offense is there for Towns. That's obvious. But how does he improve defensively?
Well, you make a great point. Number one, he's always carried such a heavy burden offensively. Remember, this is a big guy, actually size 20 feet. So quickness laterally has always been an issue. For me, it's about one thing. Know your personnel and play smart angles, and that should help immensely. Well, we all know Steven Adams is one of the most physical guys in the NBA. He is so solid at using his body to pick up fouls.
We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how about Kobe going to the Lakers, McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Got it. Good job in the low post. Noel's got 5 points so far.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Pass to Diallo. Noel against Johnson. And there's the pass to Adams. Shot clock at 6. Schroeder. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one.
One thing Dennis Schroeder has proven is that he can be an effective player whether he's starting or coming off the bench. This is a versatile guard, and maybe his best attribute, confidence.
Mike Muscala is checked in for Steven Adams. D'Angelo Russell's checked in for Minnesota. And again, the turnover by the Timberwolves.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
The Thunder leading by 9. Schroeder finds Diallo. Pass to Noel. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And it's Noel missing. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Misses in close. Thunder have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Muscala dishes to Noel. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Here's Ferguson. He's guarded by Johnson. Here's Noel, and he gets the bucket. Noel's got his second bucket.
How about that show of strength from Nerlens Noel? No fear in how he attacks the defense on these shots.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Here's Ferguson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Boy, what's better than Nerlens Noel playing with force on the interior? What a big reason he's earned this trip to the line.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Gallinari's checked in.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Russell passes to Reed. Here's Lehman. It's deflected.
Gallinari using his length right there. Nicely done on the block shot.
Schroeder finds Gallinari. And here's Schroeder. Back to Muscala. Passes it to Gallinari. Knocked away. Culver with it. Now guarded by Gallinari. That's it, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Reed.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Schroeder outside. The Thunder shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. That's good from Schroeder. A different look for Oklahoma City. Dort's checked in, and Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Ferguson. And he makes both free throws. Here's Russell. 13 points in the game. 7-second difference, shot and game clock, and the slam dunk by Russell.
Well, to me, this is where D'Angelo Russell distinguishes himself. He understands that when he can score it, he's going to be aggressive.
Now here's Schroeder. 5 points in the game. Lets it go from deep. He is hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
Back to Gallinari. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're feeling very confident shooting the ball with... And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. We've got D'Angelo Russell. Also Malik Beasley out there. And it's Okogie in at the 3 slot. Muscala with the ball. Towns on him. Gallinari down low. Defended by Towns. Timberwolves trail by 9. Here's Okogie, and he jams it with authority.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Paul dishes to Gallinari. The putback, and Paul stays with it.
Chris Paul has always been willing to rebound the position. He understands he's got to provide support on the backboards.
And the basket by Okogie.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
The Thunder leading by 7. Pass to Dort. Here's Beasley, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
When Russell gets his teammates involved, it makes this entire team better, and it'll make him more effective at the point position.
Paul passes to Muscala. Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Okogie. That's his first foul. Adams, he's checked in for Mike Muscala. Gallinari surveying the D. The feed to Adams. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Many players will tell you Steven Adams is the strongest guy in the NBA. Boy, tough to corral when he's looking to score.
Shots good by Hernan Gomez.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And Adams has got the ball here for Oklahoma City. They've led by as many as 14 points. Paul with the bucket.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Russell passes to Okogie. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Towns, high post. Here's Okogie. Back to Towns. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Paul left side. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Russell against Paul. Over Russell. Back to Paul. Three-pointer. Shot clock at 5. Dort passes to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Well, Steven Adams is not the top of the list in terms of your scouting report, but you better be prepared because this guy can get rolling.
And it's Beasley in the corner. On the wing, Johnson. Inside. Here's Towns. Gallinari with the steal. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Paul for 3. The shot will not fall. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Pushing it up. Here's a Kobe. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Gallinari. Now Adams. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Timberwolves trail by 7.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
Russell looking it over. Back to Johnson. Clock at 6. Lets the 3 fly. Some solid defense from Gallinari. Ball outside, down low. And Adams with the basket on the assist by Paul.
This guy is used to drawing contact. Adams outworks and out-hustles anyone in his way.
Johnson for 3. The rebound by Steven Adams. And so here is Oklahoma City. They have a 9-point lead. Back to Paul. And the pass to Gallinari. Adams in the high post. So here's Gallinari. And Adams with the slam.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just welcome, everyone. Thanks for now a look at Memphis's starting group. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3, the small forward. And for Oklahoma City, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Dort in at the small forward. And Gallinari throws it down.
Using his underrated athleticism, Gallinari can do damage above the rim.
Morant against Paul. Out to Brooks. Now the pass to Winslow. Now Valanciunas. Just 5 on the clock. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And add Valanciunas to the list of traditional bigs who are trying to stretch out their games. Last year, he shot more threes per contest than in any other season. And he actually hit them at a decent clip.
And even though Valanciunas has added the 3-ball to his game, his value to this team really lies elsewhere.
Yeah, Jay. He better know where his bread is buttered and stay in his lane, because no question he's there to be a space eater. Look, think about it. He gives you high-level rebounding, efficient scoring inside. But if he wants more minutes on the floor, the improved jump shot is key for him.
Now here's Adams. Misses from close range. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Morant outside. Inside Leaner. Yep, it counts.
Working through the lane, Morant uses change of speed to keep defenders at bay.
Passes it to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Adams. That one doesn't drop. Nice D from Valanciunas. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That's foul number 2 for him. Noel's checked in for Steven Adams. Grizzlies off to a quick start here. Morant outside. Brooks the pass to Morant. Poked away. Paul with the steal. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go.
Exceptional instincts from the clever guard, Paul. I mean, reading the D, making the right pass.
Now Morant. To the paint. Got a piece of it and taken away by Paul. One-on-one here. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two players.
And so here is Oklahoma City. Out to the wing. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
You can't keep CP3 down. I mean, even when you body him up.
Brooks feeling it out a bit to the middle. Pass to Winslow. Back to Valanciunas. Jackson trying to break free. No good from Valanciunas.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
From close range, a nice shot by Gallinari. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not.
An improved playmaker who does a solid job distributing the rock. Don't sleep on Brooks' vision.
Ball kicks to Gallinari. Feeds it to Noel. Nice D from Valanciunas. And so Brooks will bring it up for the Grizzlies. So here's Gallinari. We've got 1:13 left to play in the first quarter. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Dort. 4 on the shot clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. To the paint. Jackson passes to Morant. Here's Valanciunas. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, this is why Morant's teammates love to play alongside of him. I mean, exceptional vision, and he's incredibly unselfish.
Dishes it to Paul. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group.
He's going to finish his career way up there on the all-time steal list. That's one thing I know about CP3.
He gets that one. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Stolen by Anderson. Clark up top. Here's Jones. And that one hits back iron.
Setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. When it comes to the art of providing leadership, CP3 had this to say.
The guys on the team already tell me.
Well said. He does a great job of keeping everyone involved and on the same page.
And Kevin, he practices what he preaches. He plays the right way and motivates his teammates to do the same.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. They've got Jones. Brandon Clark is out there with Kyle Anderson. And it's Melton in at the 2 guard.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
It's stolen by Jones. Clark up top. He's covered by Muscala. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Anderson outside. Kicks it out to Jones. Back to Anderson. Shot clock at 6. Second chance shot. It's hauled in by Diallo.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Shooter passes to Muscala. That one, no good. Some solid defense from Clark. The pass to Jones. Memphis moving that ball around. No good from Clark. Thunder trailing by 5. Here's Schroeder. Off target at the rim.
I mean, he struggles with his finishes sometimes. I mean, it's kept him from being an elite player.
Jones with it. Now defended by Adams. Here's Gutterich. And again, Memphis no good.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Here's Ferguson. And that one is off. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Jones dishes to Clark. Jones the pass to Clark. And it's blocked. And they're able to recover. It's stolen by Adams. And the Thunder pushing it up now. A slam dunk by Diallo.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Oh, exactly right. Momentum-shifting plays like that can change the tone of a game.
Here's Clark. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
You got to know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Schroeder That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Adams.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Melton passes to Clark. Out left to the wing. Passes it to Gutterich. Jones with it. Now guarded by Schroeder. Anderson right side. Fires at the elbow. Thunder with the rebound. 1:31 left to play in the first half. Muscala, the pass to Diallo. Outside, Jones. Off target from outside. Thunder trailing by 3. Inside. Here's Diallo. Kick out to Adams. Pass to Ferguson. Here's Muscala. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
55 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Clark, the pass to Melton. Back to Clark. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. 18 feet out. And another miss by Memphis. And Schroeder's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Here's Melton. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Henderson. And another miss by Memphis. The Thunder with the lead.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, no need to rush right here. Let the clock run a little, then execute your offense. Look, when the D will give it to you, that's where you want your shots coming from. Arm's length from the bucket.
Clark. Oh.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K. A competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. They never put themselves in too much danger. 4 points was the most they trailed by. And by just a fraction, they got the better. And that does it for our half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin. And I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that part.
Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. So here's Gallinari. Jaren Jackson making his last shot. Gallinari dishes to Adams. Kicks it out to Paul. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Adams. He can't hit that time. Nice D from Valanciunas. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Nails the 16-footer. Jackson's got 6. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Now here's Paul. He's got 5. Beyond the arc. The Grizzlies pull it in. Valanciunas has got 4 rebounds in this game. Morant passes to Brooks. Memphis moving that ball around. Morant right side. Outside Jackson. Over to the left wing. Oklahoma City trailing. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Stolen by Brooks. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. And Valanciunas kicks to Brooks. Pass to Winslow. And here is Brooks. Back to Morant. On the wing, Brooks. Just his first attempt. That's short off the rim.
That's high-quality defense right there. Reading the situation, reacting, and making that a very tough jump shot.
Gallinari against Valanciunas, and Adams with the slam.
Yeah, his teammates are going to like Gallinari more and more with every one of those passes. Good job to set up for a wide-open look.
Now here's Winslow. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Dort passes to Paul. Adams dishes to Paul. Morant with some nice D.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the layup.
Brooks kicks to Jackson. The pass to Morant. And finished off by Morant.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
It's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
Now, here is Gallinari. Here's Paul. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Paul's got 7.
So crafty inside of me. Paul's been successful for many years at challenging the heart of your defense.
It's stolen by Adams. Morant against Gilgeous-Alexander. Passes it to Dort. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. Noel's checked in for Adams. Mike Muscala comes in for Gallinari. Ferguson's checked in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Paul. Now here's Valanciunas. Clark outside. Takes the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. 9 points in the game so far.
Man, if Clark ever hits that shot with consistency, watch out. That's a game changer.
Here's Noel, and Noel throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now here's Valanciunas. Morant surveying the D, and finished off by Morant.
Well, you see the burst. Morant very hard to catch once he gains a step.
Here's Ferguson down low. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Noel trying to break loose. Lays it up off the glass. Schroeder's got his first points in this one.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
This game has come to life. They're out there battling now. We didn't see this in the first half.
And they pick up 2. Valanciunas has got 6.
The closer Valanciunas gets, the more dangerous he is, which is why he looks to score from there.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Thunder lead by 1. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Anderson is out there with Clark, and it's Valanciunas in at the 5, patrolling the paint.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. Morant outside. Pass to Anderson. Back to Clark. It counts, and the foul. That one on Gallinari.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for the Thunder. And that one falls for Clark.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
Now here's Schroeder. There's the dish to Noel. And Noel throws it down.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Yeah, it seems like whenever one team scores, the other comes right back with a bucket of its own.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Brooks. To the inside. Memphis moving it around. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Oh, he uses his physical tools to the fullest when attacking the defense. That's a heads-up play by Valanciunas.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Noel. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Six to shoot. And he banks in the layup. And the Thunder lead by 3.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Morant against Schroeder. Back to Morant. And now a fast break for the Thunder. All going up court. Got a hand on it.
And timing is so important. I mean, right there, Brooks shows nice judgment, being able to get the rejection.
Chris Paul, he's checked in for the Thunder. Memphis also making some changes. Jackson, he's checked in for Clark. And it's Justin Winslow in for Anderson. A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the shot goes down.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Brooks outside. They get it back.
Oh, I love the rapid intensity right there. Valanciunas, he is capable of doing real damage on the offensive boards.
Paul outside. Pass to Ferguson. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Brooks finds Jackson. The pass to Valanciunas. Gallinari with the steal. Passes it to Ferguson. He's looking for Noel and finds him. Out to Gallinari. Ferguson, the pass to Noel. Grizzlies with the rebound. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Lets it fly. Gallinari with the rebound. Oklahoma City leading by 5. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points now in the quarter. Brooks kicks to Jackson. He feeds it to Valanciunas. Jackson trying to break free. And there's Valanciunas on the assist by Jackson.
With the strong motor and basketball IQ, Valanciunas remains unfazed by pressure situations.
Now, here is Gallinari. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Noel. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Morant outside. Kicks it to Valanciunas. Back to Morant. Brooks outside. Pass to Winslow. Valanciunas with the ball. Here's Jackson. And the baseline jumper, no good. Adams with it. Paul outside. Back to Adams. Gallinari outside. Kicks it out to Paul. From past the arc. Adams. It's good on the putback. Adams has got the lead up to 7 now for the Thunder.
And relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is no let-up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Gallinari on the wing. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort passes to Paul. Left side, Adams. Paul outside. No good on the triple. Brooks outside. That 3 off the mark. So we see the Thunder get the win here. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them.